So today we're going to be talking about verbs again. It's similar to the assignment you did yesterday. I'll have something attached to this, which you can open at any time and just listen to me as you follow along. But today we're going to be talking about subject and verb agreement. That means that when you're talking and writing, your subject, so usually that's a noun, what's happening in the sentence makes sense with the verb that you have in that sentence. So let me give you an example of things that I hear. So instead of saying the students sings music, you would say the students sang music. So using the beginning, the noun, that's whatever happening in that sentence. Remember, a noun is a person, place, or a thing. And making sure that it agrees or it makes sense with the verb. That's what we're going to be talking about today. This is a review of some things we've talked about earlier in the year. And like I said yesterday, since we're not going to be finishing the school year together, I want to make sure that we're really knowing a lot of these things before you move into 5th grade next year, because they'll be important in your writing, in your speaking, and in your reading. So I'm going to do the same thing as I did yesterday. I'm going to attach this assignment. So I'll take a picture of it and attach it, but you can open it up now because I have it attached, and you can follow along with what I'm going to be talking about. So one thing that you have to remember when you're looking at verb tenses, we talked about tenses, past, present, and future. That was yesterday's assignment, is you have to know the difference between plural and singular. Remember, plural means more than one thing. Desks, pencils, people. Those are a lot of different things. It has to be two or more things. That's plural. Singular just means one. Pencil, desk. You can see which one's singular and plural. The plural ones that I said before have an S at the end. Desks is plural. It's more than one thing. Desk is one thing, so that would be singular. Remember, the word single means one. If I say, I need one single student, that means one of you to do something. I'm not saying all of you, so singular just means one. Plural means two or more, so it means more than one. If my noun, now this is going to sound tricky, but when you're reading and writing and speaking, it kind of comes more naturally, but this is kind of the rule behind it. If my noun is singular, my verb has to be plural, or the opposite. If my noun is plural, my verb has to be singular. We'll go through some examples of that. So for example, if I say I'm talking about one person, that's just me, that's singular, then my verb has to be plural. Jumps or runs or something like that. Make sure that it's kind of like it's the opposite. So let me read you a little bit on this page. We'll go through some example, and then you're going to be completing some of this on your own. So I'm looking at this box up here. So if you have this opened, you can follow along. Always, I'm going to kind of hold it up here and read it to you. But it says present tense verbs. Remember, present means it's happening now. Show action that is happening now or on a regular basis. Present tense verbs agree in number with who or what is doing the action. Past tense verbs show action that took place in the past. Most past tense verbs end in ed. I know we talked about this all yesterday, so this is also a review. Future tense verbs show action that will happen in the future. The future tense is formed with the verb will. So that was based on yesterday's lesson. Today we're going to be looking at subject and verb agreement. So your subject or your noun, whatever your sentence is about, has to agree with the verb. Let's look at the directions, and then we'll do some examples together because that'll help you. Again, a lot of this just is going to kind of make sense as you read the sentence. It says underline each subject. Now, I'm not going to have you do that part, but you have to decide if it's singular or plural. So that part you're kind of thinking about on your own. You're going to tell me if it says then circle the present tense verb that correctly completes the sentence and write it on the line. Now, we'll have to do this a little bit differently because I'm sending it through an email, but I'm going to have it numbered 1 through 8, and you're going to just tell me which verb would go there. So let's go through an example. Number 1, Anna. Now, Anna is one person. That's singular. That's one. So remember I said it has to be the opposite. My verb should be plural. That gives you a hint right there. So is it going to be Anna wear or Anna wears dark purple sneakers? Anna is singular. My verb should be plural. Plural means more than one. It's going to end with an S. So number one would be Anna wears dark purple sneakers. Remember before I said it's kind of like the opposite. If my subject is singular, it's one person, Anna is the girl's name, my verb is going to be plural. Let's do one more together in this top section. Number two, the sneakers make or makes a squeaky sound on the floor. Sneakers is plural, ends with an S. My verb should be singular. The sneakers, which one is it? The sneakers make is singular, a squeaky sound on the floor. So you're going to be doing 1 through 8, and you're just going to type. You don't type the whole sentence. I will not have the sentence typed for you because you're going to open this up and you're going to tell me what word would go there. Now the bottom, the directions say, look at the present tense verb in the box. So you're looking at these words in the boxes here. Decide whether they agree in number with a singular or a plural subject. Then write each word in the correct column of the chart. So I'm going to have it listed and you're just going to put it underneath the correct one. So it says, is this going to go, so are these verbs going to go with a singular subject, one subject, or a plural subject? Remember I said it's the opposite. So the words that are going to go under here, since this is asking for a singular noun or a singular subject, these words would be plural. Remember, plural means more than one. Since this is asking you to put the plural, has the plural subjects, these words are going to be singular. Hope that makes sense to you. I know that when we speak and we write, it just kind of comes naturally because it doesn't make sense sometimes if we're saying it out loud, but this is the reasoning why we're doing that. So open up this and then you're going to respond in the email. Thank you.